everybody, and welcome to one of my brand new tutorials in Foxhole. We're going to be today talking about how important the radio is and why you should always be using one, especially if you're doing logistics. Now, you'll spawn into Foxhole in a town hall. Now, if you're going to start to do logistics, you want to go and grab yourself a radio is the first thing that you want to do. So you press E on the town hall, and then here you go to the stockpile. You want to click on the spanner icon to then bring up the list of equipment that you can then assemble, and then click on the radio icon like so. You'll now assemble it. Takes a couple of seconds to do so. There we go. And now when you exit out of that, press tab to access your inventory, and then left click the radio to equip it. Now once you've done that, that allows you to then have your map intelligence updated every 5 seconds, depending on how many towers are around in the area on the world map. So we're going to now press our map key, and you can see we're in the town of Ogman right now, and you can see that we have radio coverage of pretty much this entire little area. And you can tell that by these kind of white circles surrounding these towers. These symbols here are indications of towers. And you'll be able to see friendly units moving around and doing things in the base. You can see there's a blue dot signifies a friendly infantryman. And you can see here's there's a guy driving a truck up right now into Ogmaran, because you can see there's a blue dot inside a triangle, and that's a vehicle. So he's just driving up into town. He's just got into the town by the garage up there, and these maps update every 5 seconds. Okay. Again, if I just zoom out and we'll go down to a front line, we'll go check out Deadlands and the pits. You can see that we have these towers on the front line, and we have these green dots indicated by Colonial enemy infantry, and blue dots friendly infantry for the wardens here. And you can see it's the front line because they're both pushing backwards and forwards, and dots are fading as players are getting killed and and respawning in. And you can see here there's a vehicle there that pushed up, and I think it's probably about to be destroyed. Once that triangle disappears, we'll know that has been destroyed. And also you can tell here that the yellow structures that are orangey yellow, means that they have been recently attacked by an enemy player, or in our case, an enemy colonial player. If we zoom out, we can see that over here, two colonials, because we can see by two little green dots that have faded out, have recently taken out a tower. So a faded area is indicating that has been recently taken out, especially if it's got an orange hue to it. If it's faded out and just blue, that means it's probably just decayed due to natural causes. But here we know that colonials have come over to Crumbling Passage and have tried to disrupt our logistics line here, because this is a route into this Deadlands region. So they're going to probably camp here and stop Logi coming through. So if you notice this and you're doing logistics, you probably won't want to take that road in until the enemy have been cleared from it and a tower line has been rebuilt. So we go to our map post here, and we can see someone's put a marker here that says these watchtower please. But we're going to put down a marker right now and say Colonials in the area, because they've just taken that tower out. So we'll type in collies in area not safe. Right? So but any player can pop a marker down on the map. And it's always, if you see this, do put down markers, because your teammates might not have noticed it. If you notice something, don't just assume your teammates have noticed it. So we can see here there's a vehicle here, a friendly vehicle that's going up. So they might have just been attacked, but though they've managed to get through and avoid those guys. But we can expect a lot of potential warden logistics to be harassed and potentially stolen in this area here. That's why you need to be very careful whenever you're doing logistics. You always want to make sure, guys, you're taking a safe route into the front line. So here we can see that we've got tower coverage all the way down from the mound, probably go up to Morgan's Grade and go down to the Whitwalk and go through Soda Scourge. There's no tower coverage here, but it's unlikely Colonials will be in that area. They'll be more likely close to the front lines like they are here. So if you notice this happening, you probably want to go a different route in. Maybe go through the Key instead, go through Callahan's Gate, or maybe go down through Merciful Strait and Mandible Crossroads and that way, rather than this route, because you've just seen Colonials over there. So try and take a detour if you think you're going to risk losing your logistics. Now, if you want to build towers, what you want to do is you want to get yourself probably a truck, fill it with a bit of BMATs like so, and we're going to go off and build some towers. But make sure you've always got your radio equipped. So we're going to go over to maybe the borderline over here, and we're going to try and maybe connect this area so we've got some vision near the top side of this map. Okay, so we've arrived at our destination. So we can see here's a tower. Here are the two towers we've got in the area, and this is an area of a dark area where we haven't got vision. So here we go, guys. What we want to do is grab 60 BMATs to be able to build ourselves a tower. So you press E on your truck to access the infantry. You press left, shift click to bring out a whole stack. But we're too encumbered now, so we're going to be slow. But we also only need 60. So we're going to left click and left click brings back 5 back into the truck each time. So we're just going to do that until we get down to 60, like so. And now we're not encumbered, so now we can move a lot faster. Then we equip our hammer, press 1 on the keyboard to bring that out, and then press the B key to then bring up our building menu. Now, the tower, the watchtower, is the first icon on bottom right on the lower line. Click that out. And now we want to build this. Now, since we're close to a border, it will say, near border will rapidly decay and not preventable. That means as soon as you build that, in a few hours' time, it'll just blow up. However, if you build it more inland, away from the border, it'll stay for a lot longer, okay, which is what you want to do. So, with that in mind, we want to just move now south until this near border warning will disappear, and that'll let us know it's safe to do so. Right, so guys, we're going to plant the tower around about here. Let's just have a look. Yeah, so it'll be hidden by the trees here. So we'll plant it here. Doesn't have the warning now, so we'll pop that there and we'll build this up. And here we go. We're about to build our tower up, like so. And then we check our map icon, and you'll see that we don't have a tower there yet. But in 5 seconds, with our radio equipped, we'll now see a tower pop up any second now. And there we go. So there's the tower. We've got the radio coverage of that new area, and you can see that our truck is parked just up the road there. So here we go. We're going to go back up north to the road where our truck is parked, and it is indicated by the triangle. Also, noting that you can also see yourself, because from 5 seconds ago as well, not another player, because it does take 5 seconds to update, so it does register you as also as a blue dot. It's worth noting that as well. Without your radio, guys, your map would look something like this. You won't see any intelligence on the map, just apart from the base symbols. Such things as like the factories, the construction yards, garages, and the actual towns and relic bases. You don't see any type of intelligence like structures, enemy infantry movements, or friendly infantry movements. Then if I was to equip a radio, look how much difference that makes. You can see so much more. You can see that there's a big amount of defense of Task of Pathway, loads of defense around here from the Wardens, and we're pushing close towards the Colonials here, towards Salt Farms. And you can see all this infantry moving backwards and forwards. That's why it's so important, guys, always to have a radio on, because you're literally blind without it. And like I say, especially when you're doing Logi, because you need to make sure the way through is safe. You could spend half an hour or even longer putting together a massive container full, guys, and then for it just to blow up on the way down. That's going to put a dampener on anyone's mood. So make sure always equip a radio, and always check to see that the way to your destination has radio coverage. If it doesn't, maybe take the time to build the tower network down to there with a truck with some BMATs in, and then you can then take the route. I wouldn't ever take down like a flatbed full of massive amount of resources through an area where in basically considered no man's land. Always go through with radio tower coverage. And that's the end of this little video. I hope you found this interesting, and I'll be making more Foxhole tip videos like this in the near future. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, thank you for watching that video. If you want more content, please click on the link over here and over here. If you would like to subscribe, click on the button down here. Also click on the notification bell down there so you're notified whenever I post new YouTube content. I also stream nearly every single day on Twitch. I have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/HelpingHans. And if you want to show your support there, please do subscribe, as all your support helps me do this full time. And yeah, guys, I appreciate it as always, and catch you next time. Bye-bye.